Welcome back to Casino Guitars. We're back at the dope Neon Rooster, testing out some Waylon Telecaster. Johnny, was that you on the Waylon?
It was me.
Oh, all right.
I was just channeling the Hoss himself.
The Hoss himself. Well, I mean, you got the Hoss beard, you got the Hoss hat. Who's the hat for again? Tim McGraw?
What? Toby
Lady
Keith,
Antebellum?
Toby Keith.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Rest in peace. You can't say
Toby
that
Keith.
anymore.
Did you know Toby,
Lady A.
Lady A, sorry. Which is also offensive.
The chicks.
Toby, the chicks. Toby Keith was my first concert.
Really?
That's all I wanted to say. Yes, I that's a little known fact. I actually kind of hide that, but it it was my first concert.
I know. Played on a stage before Toby Keith at the Oregon Jamboree once upon a time. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I saw a thing. I know we're talking about Waylon, but I saw a thing the other day that he had this like children's hospitals, like a mini St. Jude's in Oklahoma City, that he like $20 million out of his own pocket that he took care of. I thought was really fantastic. Like, you know,
the world lost a saint right there, didn't they?
Well,
damn.
I mean, he never like sort of advertised it. Apparently, he would show up there and like do things for him. I think that's pretty awesome.
And then he wrote such hits as "I Want to Talk About Me."
That's a horrible song. We're gonna give him a pass though for the children's hospital, and in his good memory.
He said that's a horrible
But it should have been a
song.
cowboy. That was a fantastic song.
Well, let's talk about a real cowboy now.
An outlaw.
An outlaw, if you will. Waylon Jennings. Personal favorite of mine. I think personal favorite of Johnny's too. Am I right or am I wrong?
I mean, it's hard not to love Waylon.
I mean, come on, dude. What did you think of the Telecaster? And then we'll get into the band and all that stuff and the vibe. But tell me about the Telly. What did you think of it?
I mean, there's just something cool about all the leather, right? Now, you told me some things about the leather that I didn't know. I didn't realize it was the dude who did Waylon's actual, like the tooling. And then there's the strap, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just very, it feels like it brings you to that place of like Waylon Jennings. And I can see it getting sort of like dirty and filthy and like, you know, if you were really going to gig it and play it, like if you were actually Waylon Jennings, you know, I can only imagine what his probably smelled like. But it's all, I mean, and I, you know, that's funny, but it's kind of awesome.
It's kind of like baby powder. Or something like baby powder.
I mean, you know, and the leather's kind of like, it's. They did a really good job in the little scuffs in the back, and the scuffs around the input jack.
Yes. Well, and what's cool to me too is the metal plate on the side.
Yeah.
Whenever I was doing the photos of it, I was like, oh, that's really dope. You know, to Waylon from the Wailers. It's pretty awesome.
And all that stuff, they can see those pictures on obviously at casinoguitars.com.
That's right. But did you feel like as you picked it up, I know whenever I was doing those photos and in between, I constantly just play guitar. Did you feel like you naturally just kind of went to start playing like country jaunts? Like that's kind of where I was at. Like I was like, oh damn, I'd fall right into it. I don't know.
I mean, you could obviously play whatever you want on it, but I mean that's
what I slid into though. Was like, man, I just want to play Ramblin' Man for 10 hours.
Well, there's certain guitars that make you want to just play certain things, and I mean, obviously, that's kind of it goes without saying on this one. That is what you want to play. You want to play some cool.
Absolutely.
So I mean, the phaser. You want the phaser.
Well,
you know, like
the
we were
moment
jamming in
you
the
cut
demo.
on that phaser,
I was like, oh my god,
I watched Mr. Roland J. Beckerman on the drums and Joe on the bass light up. They were like, oh my god. And then your secondary drummer, he was just an
B-Clem.
He was blown away. B-Clem, you know, some of you may not have heard of this guy, but he's a pretty good percussionist. He does all right.
By the way, big thanks to our demo band. Yeah. Roland J. Beckerman, great drummer, author. He's got some books published.
There's not much
check those
he
out.
Hasn't done.
I don't think there's
not.
He's a pretty awesome dude. And then, of course, Joe Felice, who often plays bass for me in my trio. They did a great job.
Beautiful angel voice. Joe
has a beautiful angel voice.
That's what people say. They say, Joe, you got that beautiful angel voice. Let it fly, Joe. But they were pretty excited about this Waylon Telecaster, as was I. And I think
we were just kind of telling them about it. You know, the limited number. And I forget that not everyone lives in like custom shop land with us, where they and
we're like, you don't know, and
like it's how much? Of course. But I'm glad that it's a good guitar. You know what I mean? Like, because it was kind of like when we got to play the Gibson and Greenie, right? And it's obviously this is not an inexpensive thing, so you know it'd be kind of horrible if it was just the leather and it looked great, but it plays great. I had a really good time playing it. I didn't have time to like mess around with it before. I didn't want to play it too much, obviously. So the fact that it, it's a good enough guitar just to pick up and kind of be comfortable with and have fun, get a good tone out of. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, man.
I dug it a lot.
I think David Brown knocked it out of the park.
He did.
So there you go. And the Waylon Telecaster. We have one here at Casino Guitars. If you get any questions on it, let us know. Give us a holler.
I wish I'd been good enough to use the banjo tuner. I apologize.
That thing's tricky. That thing locks in place too, so it drops straight to D. It'll go boom.
If I had felt a little bit better, a little bit more time, we'd have put that in. But now I kind of want a guitar with a banjo tuner. But yeah, I mean, this really, the thing is it's a work of art. It's really a gorgeous guitar. Yeah, I think it's exactly what it should be, and it's pretty fantastic.
There you go.
So very cool to get to play it and demo it.
Heck yeah. Well, you heard it there, folks. Come and check it out by the shop if you'd like to. We have it out on display. If you got any questions on it, you can just swing in, ask us, play it, and yeah, if you want to buy it, buy it. I mean, it's pretty cool. Isn't that what I'm supposed to say now, right? No. Seriously though, it is. You gotta buy it.
Yeah, no.
You gotta buy it. No.
We often do videos and things we're not selling. We are selling this, so yes. You should buy it.
Shameless plug. Check it out, and then also check out the wonderful band that we've chatted on, and stick around for more great videos from us here. Click like, click subscribe,
hit the bell, hoss.
Oh, this is totally weird. We'll catch you guys next time.